What's going on, guys? What do we got going on today? So today I'm going to be talking about tarps. As you know, here's the blue ones, and all these tarps have their place, so I will say that. Like these blue ones, a lot of these you can get from Harbor Freight, Walmart. Harbor Freight, they even give these away sometimes for free. And that's exactly what this one was, but they do not weather well, as you can see. Just that the UV just really tears these tarps up really quick. But they do have their place. So like if you're in a barn or a shed or something like that and you want to just keep extra dust off of something, these would probably work perfect and last a decent amount of time for the price that you pay. You can see how thin these are. I mean, these are really thin. And I still do use these. So I'll show you. So here's the generator that we have. This was one of those free tarps that I had, and I needed something to put on it. Something is better than nothing. As you can see, it's kind of torn up, and this is probably pretty thin. Yeah, that's really thin. I could probably push my finger through it if I wanted to. But again, something's better than nothing. That's what we have for now. I have these other tarps that I'm going to show you, and we're going to replace it with those. So we have that one. And this is my parts washer. Again, something's better than nothing. I just draped it over there, and very obvious to see that it needs to be replaced. So again, it doesn't take hardly anything to rip these, but yeah, that's my parts washer. So again, these have their place. Maybe not outside is the best place for them, but they're cheap, better than nothing. So moving on, they have like a green tarp and I think a brown tarp or something like that. And then you have, this is more, I think they call it farm grade or something like that. But as you can tell, this is a whole lot thicker. It does last. Since it is the silvery color, it does tend to reflect the sunlight. It's a little bit more UV protectant. And so with this tarp, it is still prone to ripping and tearing. I mean, it's pretty easy to tear. Again, this has been out in the sun for probably about 3 months or so, 3 or 4 months. That's about all the life expectancy I get out of these. It's 11 feet wide by 19 feet long, so it's a pretty big tarp. I use this to cover my tractor. So I use it to cover the tractor from the front all the way to the back, and over the rollover protection. I also used it for a door for this little shed that I made. And as you can see, it doesn't hold up for nothing. So with these tarps that I'm getting, we'll be replacing all this stuff. I also use that on the zero turn mower. And again, it does really good for probably 4 or 5 months, or 3 or 4 months, maybe 5 months. With this kind of being in between the gazebo and the shed, I might get a little bit more because there's less direct sunlight on it. But yeah, so these I've been using for years. So let me show you what I'm doing now. Okay, so all these have these little 1/2-inch aluminum grommets. Some are better than others. And then I think, yeah, there is a cord at the end to prevent it from ripping all the way out that way. So next is this. This is Billboard. Like you see the Billboard signs driving down the highway, the big huge ones. That's what these are. Found a guy locally. I think these were 30 bucks. And so these are a lot thicker. They're anywhere from 7 ounces to 12 ounces. So that's pretty thick stuff. Golly, I don't know if you can hear that rumbling, but man. I think it's going over on at Tinker Air Force Base, which is several miles from here. Anyway, so these are anywhere from 7 to 12 ounces, 12 ounce vinyl billboard signs. And it was $40 for a 12 by 24. So I bought this one and I bought another one. I forgot how big the other one was. I think it was a 10 by 30 or something like that. But I'm going to cover this. I'm going to cover the tractor with this. And again, if you want to use the actual billboard on the outside, you can, or if you want to turn it to the back side and just have this matte black, you can do that as well. I'll probably do it with the billboard on the outside. I don't really care. The thing is with these is that they use a fiberglass rod that goes all the way through to hold these tarps up. So I need grommets in mine, so I can use bungee cord to strap it down. Harbor Freight has these little kits. Obviously it doesn't come in a nice baggie like this. But yeah, it's just a 1/2 inch grommet kit. You have like a little backer plate, you have this little hole punch, and then you have your like setter tool. So you can put, you can put your grommets anywhere that you want to on the outside. So with that being said, having those grommets on there are great, but you're already spending. So they had these what's called banner ups, and basically it spreads the surface out. So instead of all of your tension being right just around this 1/2 inch, instead of it being just around this 1/2 inch cutout, it spreads that load out to a lot wider and really grips onto there. So they have these, it's called banner ups. These are amazing little tools. I don't know if you can read these or not, but basically that's what it does. These retail for I think about 50 cents each or something like that, but it's a little bit of insurance for stretching the longevity of your tarp and your grommet set and all that stuff, and your grommets and all that. But they also have like power tape and all kinds of cool stuff. But yeah, banner ups. So basically, again, that just spreads that load out, spreads the load out on a bigger surface, so it lasts a lot longer. Again, what I would do is I would see if you can look on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or something like that, and just type in billboard and see if somebody that has a billboard company sells these on the side. That's what this guy does. He has a billboard company. Once he takes the old billboards down, the bigger, nicer ones, he just puts to the side and sells. And he told me up front, he's like, once I take these down and I fold them up, I try to kind of separate them out, and some of them may be better than others. He says once you can open it up there if you want to, or once you get back home, if you open it up and there's a big tear in it or something like that you don't like, this guy said that he'd exchange them for you. So I'm sure most reputable billboard companies that's selling these on the side would most likely do the same thing. But again, these are meant to stay up. And so on the vinyl billboards, overall good custom vinyl sign should last for around 3 to 5 years if it's properly cared for. And so again, 3 to 5 years for a billboard sign is pretty good. They're just saying that once you have it up, it needs to be properly fastened so it's not flapping around in the wind and causing damage that way. So so yeah, I think this is going to be the way to go. I'll get either this one or the other one for the tractor. I'll do another video on making it and using it as a tarp. We'll install the grommets. I might be buying some of these banner ups. Alright, now this is called a clear Bravo tab. I don't think I'll be using this. I think I want the ones that's got the little loop on the outside. But yeah, that's some pretty thick plastic. I don't know how well you can see that or not. But, and then it's super sticky. But I don't know if I'll be buying these or not. I might. So yeah, look for that video coming up where we turn this actually into a tarp. But I just kind of wanted to show you the differences of what you can expect. Again, these are super cheap, but they do have their purpose. And again, these silver ones, they do their purpose. I use them for years. They do great. They help reflect some of the sunlight, some of the UV rays. They last, you know, again, I've had luck about maybe 4 months. We'll say 3 to 4 months, sometimes 5 months, kind of depends. But they do work well during that time. So we're gonna see if we can upgrade. So for a little bit more, we can jump from this to a billboard sign that's a lot bigger. So we'll be making a lot of tarps, I think. And maybe getting into more depth of what different projects you can use the billboards for on the next video. So I hope that helped you out, kind of get an idea of the difference between the blue, the silver, and then the billboard. I don't really have a good way of showing you like how strong one is over the other, or how long one will last over the other. Blue ones typically last me about a month before, in direct sunlight, before they start showing wear here in Oklahoma in the summertime. These again, they're good to about 3 to 5 months, 3 to 4 months, something like that. And so I've never tried the billboard sign. So if you're looking at this 3, 4, 5 years from now, whatever, put a comment down below. Ask me how it's holding up. I'll let you know. And then be sure to watch out for that other video where we actually turn this into a tarp and turn the other ones into smaller tarps for other projects. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. Y'all comment, rate. We'll talk to you later. See ya. Alright. Seems like I'm always showing how dirty this pond is, but usually whenever I get around to making videos, it's Friday. So, and we always clean it out Friday night, Saturday, maybe Sunday. So, anyways, keep in mind it's not always this dirty. We got a duck cam. 2.5 acres got one of these for his farm, or for his livestock animals. And I'll put a link in the description for this one, and then we might do a review on it in a couple of weeks, just to see if we still like it, if it still works, the quality of it and all that, the pros and cons of it. But anyways, yeah, this rotates 360 degrees this way and 180 degrees this way, and you can control it with your phone. It's over Wi-Fi, but the wife has it to where she can look at the ducks swim and stuff. Alright. I think I'm gonna let him out. And again, all these have grommets. These are like 1/2 inch grommets. Look at that. That's some bonus footage for you. Thanks for watching. See ya.